All right, welcome back, guys. I am David Syvertsen here from Ourlads Scouting. Here is the Week 2 Ourlads All-Rookie team. I am going to start off on the offensive side of the ball. At quarterback, we have Jaden Daniels from Washington after earning his first win as a starter against the New York Giants. At running back, we have Braylon Allen, who scored a touchdown both on the ground and through the air for the New York Jets in their first Aaron Rodgers win, their first real win under Aaron Rodgers in Tennessee. At wide receiver, we have Marvin Harrison Jr., a wide receiver from Arizona that made history in the first quarter of their rout division rival, Los Angeles Rams. At tight end, we have Brock Bowers from the Las Vegas Raiders as they heavily leaned on him in their upset win in Baltimore. At tackle, we have Talise Fuaga from the New Orleans Saints, who is making a spectacular change from the right side to the left side as he pitched a shutout against the Cowboys pass rush, including Micah Parsons. And lastly, inside, we have Graham Barton, the center from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who undressed the Detroit front with all that they tried to throw at him, especially DJ Reader in the run game. The rookie of the week, we're going to circle back to Marvin Harrison. Looking back on my wide receiver grades from the start of my personal grading process, Harrison Jr. was the second best number I've given behind only Hall of Famer Calvin Johnson. While I don't anything a sure thing, Harrison was one of the closest things to it. The son of a Hall of Famer, Marvin Jr. immediately became the Cardinals' #1 receiver in my eyes. A team that has finished in last place each of the past 2 seasons, but is also paying an expensive quarterback and is in year 2 of a coaching regime, cannot necessarily wait a long time for a player like this to develop. No development needed. Harrison is already a stud. He is not a normal rookie. Last spring, I said he would be a top 10 receiver in the league before the end of his rookie season, and we got a glimpse of that in week 2. Following a week 1 in which he had just 1 catch for 4 yards, Harrison had the best quarter of any receiver has had in this league. As a matter of fact, his first quarter was historic. He scored 2 touchdowns on 4 catches for 130 yards. The last time we saw that kind of production, his father's rookie season, week 16 of 1996. Go figure. While he did not create any more production for the rest of the game, it was enough to catapult Arizona to his first win of the season, a game in which they beat the Rams 41-10. Harrison caught 2 of his 3 contested catches, and every single one of his receptions went for a first down or a touchdown. Now moving on to the defensive side of the ball. Remember, we don't fill the whole roster between offense and defense. Our weekly Ourlads All-Rookie team is 11 players, 6 on offense, 5 on defense. And we are going to start off with the edge defender, and that is the second one taken in this class, Dallas Turner from the Minnesota Vikings. And we have Byron Murphy, who played a dominant game, both run and pass, in the Seattle home win over rookie quarterback Bo Nix in Seattle. At linebacker, we actually have a player that made a transition from safety to linebacker this year, Jalen Carlos from the Indianapolis Colts in their bout against Green Bay, a loss, but he did play very well, a huge improvement from week 1 to week 2. We have cornerback Kamari Lassiter from Houston on a national spotlight, actually picked off 2 passes, one of which was called back because of a roughing penalty. But this kid has already proven he can belong. And at safety for the second straight week, Javon Bullard from the Green Bay Packers as a absolute chess piece that is moved around all over the secondary in a game where they absolutely shut down Anthony Richardson and the Colts. But we're going to spend some time talking about the defensive rookie of the week, and that is Kamari Lassiter from the Houston Texans. Following the opening night of the 2024 NFL Draft, all but 3 cornerbacks were available heading into the second round. We expected to see a run on corners at some point, and it started at the 40th overall pick. From there, 4 straight came off the board. The third of that cluster, Lassiter, went to Houston, much to the dismay of the New York Giants, if you can remember back to Hard Knocks. Lassiter, a productive SEC corner that allowed just 1 touchdown over his final 24 games and had just 1 penalty over his final 17 games, appeared to be an ideal fit for the physical brand of the DeMeco Ryans defensive scheme, despite a less than inspiring 40-time pre-workout. But do not forget, his agility times were some of the best in the entire class. He won the starting job immediately and has 2 straight impressive performances together in the team's win at home against number 1 overall pick Caleb Williams and the Bears on a national stage. Lassiter picked off 2 passes that displayed excellent ball tracking and reaction. The first one, like I said, was called back because of a roughing the passer penalty, but he came through once again in the fourth quarter. Lassiter was targeted 7 times, allowing just 2 catches for 20 yards. Williams' passer rating was a 0 when throwing in his direction. The coverage scheme is very zone dominant and has turned into an ideal fit for Lassiter to this point, pairing with 2022 top 5 pick Derek Stingley to create the top young corner duo in the league. So there you have it. That's the week 2 Ourlads All Rookie team. If you want the full write-up on all players that made the roster, head over to ourlads.com in the link below, and that will bring you right to that article. We'll see you guys next week. Thank you.